But I'm not on electoral logic, Siddharth Varadarajan. I'm asking you to take a clear position. Do you believe on the basis of everything we've seen so far, Mr. Varadarajan, that Rahul Gandhi is ready to be India's Prime Minister?
No more or less than anybody else. I mean, I think it's somebody who commands, like today, for example, if the Congress party were to say, Manmohan Singh retires and we're going to induct Rahul Gandhi on the 21st or 17th of January, he has the numbers, he's ready, he'll be a Prime Minister. But how good a Prime Minister will he be? That's the question, right? And so the people of India, come election time, have to choose between Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Narendra Modi, and you have on the one hand Modi, who has experience but who represents who carries a lot of negative baggage which people don't like. You have Rahul Gandhi, who perhaps says things that are quite positive but has no experience. You have Arvind Kejriwal, who has struck a chord with people, but again, he's an untested commodity. So each of these gentlemen, has as much of a claim. But the question that we need to ask is, what kind of a PM will they make?
No, we're coming to that. That's the fundamental basis of my question. But clearly, Dr. Singhvi, helped by the fact that both Veer Sanghvi and Siddharth Varadarajan leaning in more towards Rahul being ready to be Prime Minister than the argument put forth by Sunil Alagh. I want to see where Shiv Vishwanathan stands before I go back to Dr. Singhvi. Do you think Rahul Gandhi is ready to be Prime Minister? And when I put that question, Shiv Vishwanathan, I'm not only talking about electoral logic. Naturally, if he gets elected, he will have the mandate to be Prime Minister. But does he have, on the basis of what we've seen so far, the wherewithal and the capability to be a good Prime Minister? Shiv Vishwanathan.
Look, history will judge his worth. But let me just say three things. Let's look at it as a performance. Here is a man who has genealogy but no history of competence, no history of achievement. Look at the nature of the succession. This should have been the drama of a 10,000 meter race. He presents it like a lemon and spoons race. There is no transition, there is no drama. In fact, there's so much relief at his being ready that readiness is equated to worth. That is the devaluation of the fact of power and competence.
That's brilliant. Readiness is not equal to worth. He has no history of competence and no administrative experience. And Dr. Singhvi, those are very serious negatives for a man who hopes to be Prime Minister, sir.
Absolutely. If Mr. Shiv Vishwanathan was a one-person elector, or even 100 people like Mr. Shiv Vishwanathan were electors, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's political future is doomed.
No, but Dr. Singhvi, you must answer the substantive points being raised. That logic doesn't hold. We are talking about administrative experience, history of competence, and just the fact that he's ready doesn't mean he's worthy. Answer just these substantive points, sir.
Yes. 1 minute. First of all, very few people in the world have experience of prime ministership. That's the first time. Secondly, your competence is judged by what you have done. He has led from the front in all the positions he has done, and he's done very well in those positions. He doesn't have to show experience as the outstanding quality that he has to have been a minister. Who has said there are several first time or near first time leaders in the world who have achieved well. They are people who bring a novelty, a freshness. Certainly being a minister is not a prerequisite or a qualification for being a prime minister, which is the gist of all that has been said about Rahul Gandhi till now. I made several points in my opening. In those respects, he has tried his best. He has never turned away from adversity, and he attacked UP, one of the weakest states. He attacked the Youth Congress with elections and merit on his own. He had new paradigms. He had election commission created. He has reformed the Congress in so many ways of appointing persons, selecting persons, having district level, block level elections, changing. So many young ministers, tell me which party, certainly not a party 125 years old, but any party has so many young people in positions of power in both party and in the government.
Sunil Alagh
happened just like that.
Respond to the argument that no one has experience of becoming Prime Minister before they become Prime Minister, and just by virtue of being a minister doesn't make you any more worthy of being PM than not having that administrative experience. Sunil Alagh goes next.
But you know what Abhishek, I'm agreeing with you on Rahul being a well-meaning individual when Manmohan Singh gave his speech earlier this 2 weeks ago, he should have said, okay, I'm handing over, and Rahul Gandhi should have become Prime Minister. He would have then led the Congress in, he would have had his team, he would have declared his policies. By him staying out and saying, I will wait for the elections, that's what I find wrong. And Kejriwal is totally incapable because he's dealing with a number of people without any policy. So anyone who puts Kejriwal in the same position as Rahul and Modi, I disagree with completely, because he is no way in any position to be able to say anything, because he doesn't even have a policy in place, and his leaders are turning around and saying, look, come on, we got to evolve a policy. At least Rahul Gandhi has a policy with the Congress, Modi has a policy with the BJP. Rahul Gandhi should have said, and Manmohan Singh should have said, okay, I'm resigning, let him take over and let him lead the nation, and then we would have known whether he could be or not.